Well, hello there. So I'm finding there's a chicken and the egg effect with uh, with what I've got going on with me. Uh, so I'm finding blood pressure is high because I don't sleep, and I don't sleep because my blood pressure's high. So I've been doing things. I'm trying to do things so I can sleep and bring the blood pressure down. So I'm cutting food out. After 10:30 or so, uh, laying to rest and and try to get some rest, get some sleep. I try to get to sleep, and of course, the more you think about trying to get to sleep, you don't get to sleep, right? And so then eventually you just get yourself knocked out because you just can't stay awake anymore. If you're actually in at least a comfortable environment enough to uh, trust that you can actually fall asleep and nothing's going to harm you. So I was in when I had to stay in the hospital early this year, uh, and it was hard to talk, couldn't walk, and one of the nurses came in, and he thought I was being funny, but I said to him, I said, unless you see me and I respond to you, do not touch me. And it's like, okay, okay, well, you know, 6 hours later, he's ending his shift and he's coming to try to roust me and get me get me to eat something. And he didn't follow the simple rules I laid out for him. And he goes to shake me to like, hey, are you awake? I mean, my vitals are on the screen. You can see my blood pressure, like all the heartbeat and everything. It's all good. But he wants to wake me so I can eat, which I wasn't doing a very good job of. So he's like, he wanted, I guess, press the matter. And he comes down like, I, I, I could see it, but I wasn't paying attention to him. I may have had my eyes open, I'm not sure, but I was definitely asleep and I was not paying attention. He puts an arm on my arm, and my other arm comes up, pulls away from that arm, and grabs him by the collar. And the fear of God was in his eyes. It's like, that sort of thing. So if you're a nurse and somebody says to you, "Don't roust me unless I we give a verbal back and forth. Yes, I'm awake. Don't do it." But it got me to thinking about this. That story was rattling around while I'm awake and I'm not sleeping, and it got me thinking about this song which I love and I've heard a million, bazillion, hundreds of billions and zillions of times. Um, Midnight Rider. And so I mentioned earlier my second favorite song, Dear Mr. Fantasy. Dear Mr. Fantasy, play us a tune. And I was like, oh, okay, well, here's my first favorite tune. It's Midnight Rider. Bum ba dum bum ba dum, bum ba dum bum ba dum. And so it was Greg Allman, and I guess it was. I think he was a roadie at the time. That's what you called him back then, a roadie or a protege, something to that effect. But I guess Greg Allman, gave him some confidence, or something happened which he was like, oh, okay. Uh, and so it's a very simple song to play, very simple lyrics. It's like bum ba dum bum ba dum. That's all you have to do is bum ba dum bum ba dum. A little bit of little twang, but so um, it goes and it's long, and of course, Midnight Rider. What I got to run, keep from hiding, and I'm bound to keep on riding. And I got one more silver dollar, but I'm not gonna let 'em catch me, no. Not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. Bum ba dum bum ba dum. And I don't own the clothes I'm wearing, and the road goes on forever. I got one more silver dollar, and not gonna let 'em catch me, no. Not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. And I'm bound the point of carrying some old bed I'll soon be sharing. I got one more silver dollar, and I'm not gonna let 'em catch me, no. Not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. Not gonna let 'em catch me, no. Not gonna let 'em catch me, no. Not gonna let 'em catch the Midnight Rider. It's pretty simple, right? Dum ba dum bum ba dum. And so I was like, okay, well, let me find it on the song thing. And I went to AZ Lyrics, and oh, hit the button, hit the wrong button again. Boom, ba dum, boom, ba dum. See if it'll actually play. Oh, it wants to take me to the Amazon. Let's see if I can find it on the YouTubes. No, it just doesn't like it. I don't like it. See, I'll just do a copy and paste thing. I'll pull it up real quick. I'm sure everybody's done it in a movie, and I think, I mean, in concert, and I'll bet, like, some of my favorite movies probably have this song in there somewhere. My best guess is not Natural Born Killers. What's the other one with the zombie, Rob Zombie's flick? Well, that thing. I'm sure it's in theirs or somewhere.
When you pour a glass,
And I mean, I'm sure multiple movies I've like actually watched have it in there. But bum ba dum bum ba dum, bum ba dum bum ba dum, bum ba dum bum ba dum, bum ba dum bum ba dum. So that's the essence of the song. Bum ba dum bum ba dum. I got run. And so I actually did look it up uh, before I did this, and of course the theme. For some reason, all these songs that pop in my head that I have not heard in forever, but I've listened to either a bazillion times or I've never heard before, but they just like maybe like a rare, weird song that I don't ever recall hearing. They seem to have some sort of theme between them. But this one, I sort of uh, did know the theme, and it's so here we go. I'm on the beat, crave, the meaning behind, and it says the essence of the song: the need to keep moving forward, no matter what, to keep evading the obstacles that threaten to hold us back. Uh, so the silver dollar symbolizes the worldly possessions we accumulate along the way, but they're not enough to keep us safe. We must rely on our wits and determination to survive. I'm sure this is probably. I'm going to guess. I didn't look it up. Oh, it's Nora Mitterer. So I don't know who Nora Mitterer is. Let's see what she's. Yeah, it's way past my bedtime. I really did try to sleep. I mean, I'm 3 or 4 days. Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I got tried to get to sleep early. I still haven't slept. But so the chicken and the egg. The high blood pressure leads to not sleeping. Not sleeping leads to high blood pressure. Trying to control my diet. I'll figure it out. It'll be all right. Whatever happens, it'll be all right. Every little thing is gonna be all right.